Let me tell you something. What irks you has got its hooks in you. Here's how I know. Middle of the week, I was in a text exchange with someone I care about. I was in a text exchange with my son. And he wrote something that irked me. He wrote something like, basically I disappear. And I was pissed. I was like, who is this cat telling me? There was a part of me that really wanted to defend it, yet there was a bigger part of me that was like, nah, explore this. So if you follow this page, like I believe in shaman journeys, meditation, sitting with self, and like getting support and guidance from guides, spirits, totems, and all that stuff. So anyway, I go into this meditation, this jump journey, with the intention of, hey, show me why this is aggravating me. What is it about this that's irking me? So I go into this meditation, and almost immediately it takes me back to 9 years ago. I was in a situation with my son. Now, before you're getting into all the details, like what happened was I perceived him to be disrespectful, so I had him go sit outside. Now, in that moment back then, I can remember I was like, I'm not going to tolerate this. And even after, years after, because my son had told me about that experience a lot of times, and I just disregarded it looking back. And I remember even therapists were like, I think you need to apologize. And I was like, F you, man. I've left therapists because of that shit. I was like, man, forget you. I'm not apologizing for crap. Anyway, so in this case, right, it takes me back to the situation. I see, like, I saw it from my perspective, obviously, but in this situation, my guide showed me it from his perspective and how scared he was, how alone he was. And it's the first time I recognized, I was like, damn, I did disappear. And I can remember in the vision, I started crying out to him like, Elijah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And he couldn't hear me. And while I was in the meditation in my physical form, like I could feel the watery discharge streaming down my face, collecting in my ears and stuff, making it all comfortable. But like I remember I was screaming, I was like, I apologize, I apologize. And my guides or whatever the voice was in the journey were like, are you willing to forgive? And I said, Elijah, forgive me, forgive me. And they said, no, are you willing to forgive yourself? And I couldn't. And that was a hook in me. Like I was unable to forgive myself because you know why? In that moment, my guide showed me the versions of me that I felt like my dad abandoned me. My dad had felt like his dad had disappeared and abandoned him. All that stuff, right? And it wasn't until I acknowledged that and I acknowledged like those hurts and pains that I was able to forgive myself and recognize that, hey, if I could go back, I'd do it different. And you know what? Out of all the therapists that told me and all the advice to apologize, I finally was able to apologize to my son. And I'm not sure what impact it has, but I know what impact it had on me and my line. So remember, if something's irking you, my guy, it's got its hooks in you.